Students, a joint is a place where two or more bones fit together, or a place where two bones meet. These bones are held together by a structure called ligaments. Now, as you can see on your screen, there are two types of joints: movable joints and immovable joints. Immovable joints do not allow movement of bones. They simply connect bones. They are found in the skull and the pelvic region. Whereas movable joints, they contain a lubricating liquid, and the muscles attached to these joints contract and allow movement. As you can see on the screen, joints in the shoulder and the upper arm, elbows, hip bones, thighs and knees, they are movable. Whereas those joints which are found in the skull or in the pelvic region, these joints just connect the bone, and therefore they are immovable joints. As you can see on the slide, the joints in the skull cannot move, so they are called as immovable joints. There are other joints which are movable, and these contain a lubricating liquid. The muscles attached to these joints contract and allow movement. Now let us discuss the first kind of joint, that is called as the hinge joint. As the name suggests, this hinge joint works like the hinge of the door. It enables movement in one direction. These joints allow movement in back and forth direction. The bone in the elbow, knees, fingers, toes, all of them have hinge joints. The next type of movable joint is called as ball and socket joint. As the name suggests, this ball and socket joint, it has got one bone that ends in a ball, and therefore it fits into the socket or the hollow of another bone. The figure given on your screen shows clearly that one of the bone, it has got a ball, whereas there is socket in the other bone where the ball of the first bone fits into the socket of the other bone. This image on the screen is of the pelvic region, that is your hips. There also you can see that the ball which is there in the femur, it fits into the socket of the hip bone, and therefore it forms ball and socket joint. This forms circular movement in many directions. That is why it is said that ball and socket joint provides maximum movement. The third one is pivot joint. In this joint, one bone has a projection which fits in the ring-like ligament of the another bone. This again enables movement in many ways. It allows movement from side to side, up and down, and like a nod. This kind of joint is present at the base of the skull between the first two vertebrae of the backbone. It allows the neck to move from side to side, upward, downward. Thus we can say that this pivot joint, it gives rotatory movement. Now let us come to the next joint, and this joint is called as the gliding or the sliding joint. In this, As you can see on the screen, the adjacent bones slide over one another and allow limited movement. These joints are found between the vertebrae of the backbone, the wrist and the ankles. These sliding joints allow small sliding movement in a gliding motion at these joints, that is the joint at wrist, ankle and between the vertebrae of the backbone. We can say it allows the back to bend, twist and turn, such kind of movement. These bones at the joints, they are held together by strong band of fiber like structure or strong straps which holds the joint together, and these are called as ligaments. Joints also have special lubricating liquid. These liquids make the movement easy and protect the bones from damage caused due to constant movement. At these joints where the bones rub against each other, they are also supported by a stiff but flexible substance that is called as cartilage. These cartilage also protects the bone from wear and tear due to friction caused by constant movement of the bones. So students, this is all for today. Please review through your lecture. Take care and stay safe.